All right. Well, welcome to Thursday Night Shift. We're excited to have you. It is May 12th, and we're going to hope that the rest of this evening goes much better than the start of it. For those of you that are on Zoom on Facebook, I don't know what you guys saw. We're just going to figure it out. So we're excited to be back. We have been gone for a minute, right? There's a couple more of us here. Yes, Jody and I were here last week, but genuinely, I know these ladies have missed you. We're excited to be back to all of the things, lots of exciting things happening in our business. Before we dive into like our question for tonight and all the things, we're going to challenge you guys to invite a friend. And the reason is because as we get into these busier seasons, as we get back into life, things get crazy, schedules get crazy. We don't realize it's a Thursday. We think it's a Wednesday. So invite a friend. Remember that your team members, they will respond to an invitation from you way better than they'll respond to many other things. And so that personal invite is always so freaking important. So Heather, why don't you go ahead and ask our question and start us out?
Sure. So they said, what should we ask as a question? And I think the question should be, it's twofold. You can take it either way. What is the last shortcut that you took in your business? And what result did you get from that? Or what did you do in your business that you chose not to take the shortcut? And what was your result? So I can start that off because I find that the busier I am, I start looking for shortcuts in what I can do to try to maximize time. And what I have found over time is every time I take a shortcut, it's like double the work to make up for the shortcut. So I don't find shortcuts productive in my business. I was talking with Superstar Director Sarah Caceres today. We were chatting just about all the things after this training, what we want to implement. And I have to tell you, one of these new consultants, Callie had asked a question on one of the Facebook pages this morning. And she had asked, who's just really rocking in their business? Like, who are these up and coming people that have joined not long ago? And what are they doing? And a few names were thrown at us. And I immediately sent this girl a friend request and sent her a message and said, oh my gosh, I need to know you. Callie was asking this question. And so we just started back and forth. And you know how sometimes when you're hurrying, you're just like short answering people because it's like, I just need to answer her and not be rude. But I actually just took time today and really answered the questions that she was talking about. And we really had a really great conversation about other things than we were asking her to come speak on Thursday Night Shift, which you can look forward to the first week in June. But I thought to myself in that moment, this is a moment where I could have answered or just asked what I needed. And instead, I took the time to make that relationship and that connection and start a conversation other than I need something, what can I get from you? And it really made me stop and pause, reflecting on this course that we just went to and where I'm heading in my business, that it really is about true, genuine connections with people and genuinely caring about people. And so I caught myself today and I was really proud of myself for not rushing and taking the moment to be reminded to slow down when you're talking with people, to genuinely connect and care. And I know it's kind of a deep answer, but I've caught myself a lot doing a lot of shortcuts. So, and it's not always the best result. All right, who wants to go next? Jimmy tag, who's got a weird look of they're pondering, still thinking? Jamie and Callie both. Melissa's ready to go. It sounds like she knows exactly. Nope, she doesn't know either. Jody is ready in the wilderness.
I am. I'm going to go because we pulled over before I would lose service. Plus, this is where I used to come when I was a kid. I'm up in New York. So this is where I'm from, you guys. I honestly, I don't know how to answer that question. I think I would need more time to think about shortcuts because I know, of course, we've all done them. We all get busy and then we're like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that because a shortcut, unless you're driving someplace, never is really a good idea. Shortcuts just don't pay off. They're not a habit I would say get used to doing in your business if you want to go far and you want to be here for a long time, because shortcuts aren't going to get you there. But as far as a specific example, I'm struggling on that. And it's going to put me to bed tonight and be thinking about it tonight, being like, what can I come up with? So stay tuned. But I think Jamie had her hand up. Go.
Yes.
And I'm like, hurry before I forget what I was going to say. Okay. So on the same lines, I'm going to try not to get too deep or anything because it's just been a day and a week and whatever. However, I'm thinking of it in a little bit of a different way. So if it doesn't apply the same way, take what you will from it. For me, I tend to overthink like like a lot of things when it should be way more simple. And so a lot of times, and I used to feel kind of guilty doing this, and I've tried to let go of that and being like, who's already created this? Has someone already done this? Because if not, I'm gonna sit here and spend entirely too much time creating something because I want it to be a certain look when someone out there has already done it and will save me half of my time. So I consider that a shortcut that I think is a pro, because I am not great at reinventing the wheel, and if I do, then I've spent entirely too much time doing it. So for me, I'm always looking for the help. Who's already created that? Has someone already made this? And as we all know, we all love to share the Canva templates. And just as of recently, because I was traveling and then I had to go to a funeral, and I'm like so behind. And the other day I was like, oh my gosh, Heather, I don't even know where your newsletter is, and I've still got to. I was not going to send it out because I was so late. And she's like, no, it's still there. Go print it off and get it out right now. So I just wanted to say that's a shortcut that I think we can all get down with, because we all know that all these minds work much better than just trying to do it alone. So I would have to say that was my most recent shortcut.
No, that's a great one. I think, and a lot of people can relate to that.
Heather, I think you should share the one that you just shared, because that is like, well,
Listen, I'm messaging the girls saying, here's an idea what you can share. No, share it.
I actually was going to say that one, so say it because you said it. So
No, say it. I've already said mine. You speak. Go.
the shortcut is not entering customer information into the workstation and putting the order in completely under yourself. And it doesn't help you in the long run, because now you're sending your Amy to yourself, not to the customers. And you have no good product history for when Bring Back My Bar comes, because you're going to search a scent and it's going to be you that comes up. And so that is actually what I was going to say. And Heather, you had the same thought, but that is a shortcut that will cause you more work in the long run.
And they won't get your newsletter.
I love that one. And if they go to Scentsy.com and you didn't put their email address in, they won't connect with you, because that's the common denominator on Scentsy.com. Like if they accidentally end up there instead of on your personal website, if you put in your email addresses, then that's how they connect you. So that's another reason why that's not a good shortcut.
And that's another thing that Scentsy encourages us to do because of the FTC trading thing. And it needs to be, I don't even know if I use the right words just then.
It is the Federal Trade Commission. Yes.
Okay. And they're saying, make sure you put all your customers in, and it doesn't look like we as consultants are buying it all. So that's another reason that they encourage it so much.
And warranty. You're screwed. You don't have the warranty, the purchase thing. Sorry, no refund. Just kidding. They'll still do it, but it's a pain.
So actually, so I'm going to say a couple things. So, and some of you don't hate me. Okay. Some of you, this is a shortcut that works for you. For me, it's a shortcut that has never worked, and I have tried it. I don't believe that auto posting through like Visly and things like that is always the best route to go, because a lot of the times your posts actually get more marked as like spam and things. And then only that, you're like also not super engaged. So that's for me. But then I also contradict myself in that, because I use a text program that many of you are familiar with. I'm not going to throw it out there because it can be a lot for some people. It's something, a big chunk to bite off, and I'm still not a pro at it. But I started using a text program, and many of you get those texts, and it allows me to be able to communicate better with my team in a way that I wasn't able to before. Also, it gives me a way to contact my customers in a way I haven't before, because, you know, after 15 plus years, you have a lot of contacts, you have a lot of different things, right? And so it can make it very difficult to keep up with all of them. So implementing that as a shortcut and finding a way that worked for me was super duper important. So, okay. Anything else on that, guys? And I want to say real quickly, if you use Visly and it works for you, I'm super duper proud of you. For me, it has never worked. I've tried 20,000 times and it just,
listen, there are things that work for some that don't work for others in all aspects of life, and that's okay.
Yep, absolutely. So
hence your nut. I'm allergic to nuts.
Are you? Oh, great.
I am.
Here we go. Okay. Well, where should we start tonight, ladies? So we're going to start with a couple different things. We're going to jump to a couple different places. Jamie, do you want to start first? Is that what hand raised?
Yes, because I think everybody wants PRV, and I think it's worked really well. We don't know if you've seen it, but Jamie's got some really good PRV boosters for you.
Okay, well, let's just everybody calm down. Jamie's
Oh.
2 weeks behind. This is all probably going to be like old news to y'all. Jamie's just now.
Look, can we just point this out real quick? I'm sorry. We're being interrupted by an emergency broadcast. JP, you look so beautiful tonight, Donna said. This is what we said. I said, I know your husband is sick, honey, but you do not look like he is sick. That is exactly what I said tonight.
Let me tell you another shortcut. Let me tell you another shortcut.
Here's the shortcut.
There's a filter on my Zoom, okay? This is filtered. This is filtered. So thank you. But anyways, y'all probably have seen them all floating around, but Jamie is just now catching up and seeing them. But it's all of these bundles. And I'm sorry that I don't know who to give specific credit to. So if you do, please shout them out, because like I said, we're all on all these pages and trying to keep up. But it's these bundles that a consultant put together that are named these really cute, clever bundles, and they're all catalog bars. So like I said, I'm sure every one of y'all have already seen this, and I'm just now seeing them. But I saw them today and I was like, this is genius. We're still working on an incentive. We want those things that are from the catalog. These are catalog bundles. It just kind of made me flash back to when we were all doing those clean bundles that someone put a cute picture and put all the products in, and they sold like gangbusters. That's what another consultant has done again here with these bundles. I will share them, but I'm pretty sure y'all have already seen them as soon as I get off of here. But anyways, that's really what I was going to share, because I'm going to tell you, I think Donna actually said the other day that in our group that she sold like 300 just by sharing these bundles, these bundles that are in our catalog all the time, right? They're not something special. They're not LTO. And it is literally just it's not even a picture of them bundled up in a cute way. They're literally stacked, cute. That's it. Simple. I love simple, because then whatever I share, I know I can easily duplicate. So I love that it's already not a frou-frou up picture, and it's something that I can like, hey, I can put this together. So anyway, that was one thing that I thought was super. I am way behind on my PRV this month than where I'm normally at. So I'm looking for all the PRV boost that I can get, because we're still working on this incentive. Believe it or not, the wax and warmer is the last ring that I have not closed yet. Shocker. And we've started annual sales all over again. And I want to start out on top of that, not behind. So I just thought that all of that was kind of cohesive. And if y'all have seen it, I'm sure y'all have seen it, but I will share it. But Heather, I think, has some really great PRV boosters to share.
Actually, I don't. So
I'm sorry. You're kidding, because you said before it.
Well, I just saw Lindsay post something and I was just copying her.
I'm sorry. I just shared something that I copied from someone else. That's what we do here. Okay?
Well, Shelby Joe actually,
nice shortcut, okay.
It is a shortcut. That is true. And this is a good shortcut. Shelby Joe actually she sent me a message privately. And so I'm going to call her out to unmute, because I said, what are y'all doing right now that's generating PRV? And those of you that are new, shout out to Barbara, who just joined my Scentsy team today. You're on joining. Welcome. I'm so excited for you. PRV is personal retail volume. It's basically just sales, right? Individual sales, PRV volume you're turning in. And what's working for you currently in your business? Shout it out in the chat. And Shelby, I'm going to call you out because you sent it to me privately. If you will unmute and please share what you're doing on what you typed to me with the 2 hands raised. Did she drop off?
Hi. Sorry. So whenever I did that, I didn't know it was going to send it to you privately.
I know, that's why I'm calling you out.
I just posted it. So sorry. So sorry. Yeah. So what I did was I wanted to I wanted to fill my circles. That's what I wanted. And so I decided to just like message people. And by doing that, I realized that there are bundles that I don't talk about, like Moisture Medley. Like I don't post about that and I don't talk about that. And so when I asked them like, hey, would you want a body bundle or would you want a Moisture Medley bundle? Most people were like, I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool. And so I ended up selling like 7 of them unexpectedly. And then I was able to bundle them up with like a cheap wash rag and stuff. But it worked out really good. I filled all my circles and that made me happy. But I did the same with Laundry Love. And I just went to the dollar store and I got, it was like a dryer ball because they were $1. and I got some clothespins, even though I'm not really sure if anybody even uses clothespins anymore, but I got those because they were cute, and I just kind of beefed it up a little and made it fun. And yeah, it worked.
So I already know the answer to this question, but I'm going to ask it just to be like a game show or a talk show host. Do you find when you add those little extra dollar or less dollar things that it makes it more appealing to the eye or for packaging?
Absolutely. But it's not a requirement, like,
Right.
because they bought these bundles not even knowing what they were getting, really. Like they just knew that I would deliver. So like whenever I put them together, anytime I put anything together, I try to go a little bit extra because that's just my personality. It's the way that I am. So I do feel like if I'm going to make up a bundle and I'm going to sell more of something, I'm going to add something extra that doesn't cost me very much, but sets me apart from other consultants. So when I post a picture, more often than not, I sell more of that thing. So I've gotten additional orders from posting those. And I wouldn't have had that PRV otherwise, you know?
So smart. Yeah. It's always like, what can you do when they don't expect it? So small touches. I love it.
I was actually like, when we had like a break, I was going to say, really, so with this incentive, and that's kind of why we're also talking about PRV boosters, right? Number one, it's a new annual sales, annual mentor season, May 1st through April 30th. But then also we're in the last 2 weeks of the second brick of the brick by brick incentive, which is around PRV. And so everybody's kind of going to have a different spot that they're at in regards to the closing their circles. So what you need to do is just go to your workstation, click on the more. It's now under more in case you missed it. They move they're messing with our muscle memory there. You click more and then you click incentive and track your progress. So when you do that, you will be able to see what you need to complete your circles. And this is only catalog product. Remember that. So it has to be in the physical catalog. The fragrance has to be in the catalog as well. And it can't be bundled with things that are outside of the catalog. So we'll just clarify that. But basically you go, you look and you see what you need to do, right? Go ahead and see do I need laundry? Do I need moisture medley or body? So I'm going to sell moisture medleys like Shelby was just saying. That's kind of where your mindset needs to think. And then, okay, like Jamie, is there certain fragrances that I can put together and make those into a fun little post or a fun little theme, right? And you've created your own kind of personal special type offering for your customers.
And the crickets. I'm letting y'all think for a minute about what we just talked about. Okay, now that we did that.
Wait, but didn't you say you had a Friday the 13th thing for tomorrow?
I did, but Tiffany Scott has me distracted in a good way. I'm going to go to what she said. I hit my incentive and filled my circles in 1 month, but now I've hit a brick wall on getting recurring orders or more customers. And I would love for all of us to address that because I think that's a common problem, if you will, or speed bump is what I would like to say, in everybody's business. I think when you are so driven on getting individual orders, you will hit more speed bumps than you will if you're partying. Number one is what I'd like to say to that. Partying is whatever it looks like to you. It involves more than one person. Right? So whether that is a basket party that someone's taking to work, whether that is a external shopping link that they're setting up and sharing, whether it is a fundraiser, whatever it looks like, it's more than 200 PRV volume and you're getting more than one person, right? And so I think it's very important to remember, regardless of what business you're doing, whatever you're doing in life of selling something, when you're focused on individuals, it's great on building relationships, but if you're building a business on individual orders, you are constantly going to be needing to meet new people, ask for referrals, or finding ways to get involved in your community where new people are coming into you and not a weird, salesy, attacking way that's gross. You have to create these moments and these opportunities to be meeting new people or consistent in your business enough to where if you are a consultant, a customer will say, call my girl, Heather, she will take care of you. There is no in between at this point. And so Barbara, who's on here, I'm going to shout you out again. I'm going to share a quick story on how I met Barbara. Barbara was given Scentsy from one of my customers, Paula. I'd never met Barbara. She fell in love with the Be Sassy bar. JP, Barbara on here. JP, wave your hand. She was one that mailed the bars to me, so you would have it. And so Barbara came over today to pick up her bars. And she said, you know, I knew a friend of mine had a friend that sold it. I messaged the consultant. Hey, are you still selling Scentsy? No, I'm not, was the answer. She tried to find her on the locator. So she called Paula, my customer, and said, who'd you buy those bars from? Can I get her number? Barbara emails me looking for Be Sassy bars. I asked my inner circle, hey, who's got some Be Sassy? Posted on my group page, who's got Be Sassy? I found one, I had one. So Barbara got two. Today, she comes over and she is a hoot. I adore her. I feel like I've known her for 10 years already. I love her energy. And she said, you know, I just retired and I've been looking for something, honestly. And I said, you know what? And I'm not going to say your age, Barbara. I think it happens with anybody's age. We all get scared and fearful and wondering how we're going to come across, and we don't want to come across the wrong way. And she said, Heather, I have to tell you, when you told me, because I held her order and I said, listen, if you decide this is a great fit, then just take this order. We'll put it under you. Give me the product back when it comes in. It's okay. There's no right or wrong. Whatever you decide is what you decide. Then I said, just go home and post. I'm thinking about joining. I have a Scentsy order to place. Anybody need anything? I was on another Zoom. She had texted me. I didn't get a chance to respond. And Barbara called me and said, I cannot even believe what has happened in less than 2 hours from leaving your house, going to Costco and getting home. I have all these people that want stuff, want the website. And I said, hold on, let me call you back. I don't even know what I'm doing. So it just goes to show you, you just never know when the timing is right for them. And the conversations, right? We were talking with Rip, talking about her puppies. I mean, we were talking about all kinds of stuff, y'all. And it just goes to show you on taking that time, and you really just never know about when you're focused so much on individual orders, what it can bring, right? I really wanted her to just to see what would happen if she opened and shared with her friends, because she was telling me more stories about Scentsy and how it works. Then she said, that bathroom cleaner, I'm going to tell you right now, people that are not using it's crazy. Like, it works so well. I said, I know that is one underestimated product that people do not try. And if they try, they'll be hooked for life. So just take the time, and on those relationships, focus on those parties. And the advice I gave Barbara today, every time somebody wants to order, reach out to them and you just say, girl, why don't you do a get together and get your girlfriends together and earn free and half price items? The worst case they'll say is, no, it's okay. I don't want that. You take the order. You're back where you started. But what if they say yes? What if you take that chance of me saying, just post it on Facebook? And she even said, Barbara said, I wasn't going to do it. I was like, then I had to tell myself, wait a minute, what have I got to lose? And she just posted it and got those results. So here she was, scared to do that, took a chance, and look what happened. What's the last chance you took on asking for a party? And don't stop at the order. I think that is so important on finding new people and incorporating them into your business. It has to be an influx of people that you can impact. When it's one-on-one, it takes forever. You're moving one space at a time. But when you're partying, you're getting 10 or 15 people in front of you that you didn't know, that's going to lead you to more people. It's the fast track. And you don't know unless you ask, right? So I just wanted to address, oh gosh, I already forgot your name because we just were talking. Tiffany, is that what it was? I'm scrolling. Tiffany, I remembered. Oh my gosh, see, I hadn't had too much wine yet. Tiffany, that is what I want. And I want you to focus on Scentsy Club. If you have people regularly buying from you, girl, you need to sign up. You should be getting 10% off all of your consumables. That statement is powerful. So any regulars, make that shift to where it's that income coming in. So anybody else want to add something? I know we kind of went off on a tangent, but I feel like it's important.
Well, I really loved Chandra's. And so in case somebody's not reading the chat, I even copied and pasted over Facebook because I didn't want somebody to miss it. But she said she uses for small local boutiques. When she saw one open, she messaged the lady and congratulated her on the new shop, asked if she would like a complimentary warmer and bars for her shop with a little business card holder and cards with info. And then she was excited about it and kind of what that turned into. So you can read that in the chat. I put it in both platforms, but that's like seriously a huge deal. Back in the day, I mean, mom and I booked, we went down to Las Vegas actually for a week, and we basically turned my car into a flower shop, and we went around the city of Las Vegas to like dental offices and to all these different places and just offered them the opportunity to try Scentsy, right? And so we would lend them a warmer and some bars and some cubes of wax and things. And we went in and we was just doing random acts of kindness. And really, once you let them even try it, they're like hooked and they don't want you to take it back. And so that's kind of the same thing with what Chandra is doing. And I will say, I don't know about you, but for me, every time the new catalog comes out, I have different warmers that I want, or I switch them out, or I get a new scent of the month and I put it out, and you almost lose, like, my decor is based around warmers at this point, right? I'm sure a lot of you get there. And so what do you do with those warmers? Are they sitting on your shelf used? Are you selling them? What are you doing to not just have those used warmers on your shelf? And that's a great way that you can use it. And then again, that's a marketing, that's a donation, a marketing, they're getting to try it, and you get to write that off on your business. So it goes full circle. And genuinely, if it's sitting in your office or sitting at your house, it's not doing any good. If it's out on somebody's shelf and it's providing fragrance and other people are getting to experience, it's at least doing its job. It's kind of like your testers in that aspect. So I love both of those things that you guys threw in there. And then I'll just add another tip that I dropped in the chat in case you missed it, was if you, and especially when it comes to bathroom cleaner, when Heather mentioned bathroom cleaner, that's what I was totally referring to, was use only 3/4 of any bottle of anything any product that you have at your house. When you get to the bottom of that counter clean bottle, when you get to the bottom of that bathroom cleaner bottle, then clean it up, maybe grab a Clorox wipe it off so it's all clean, it's been in your bathroom, and use that to give to your VIP customers or to somebody that's interested in trying one of those products. Because especially for a bathroom cleaner, we need that foaming nozzle, right, to make it do its really great job. And so even making samples of that can be super duper difficult. And so, or really expensive if you buy those bottles smaller. So that's just what I would recommend when it comes to those products and getting those into your customers' hands. And really right now, if you went around your house, like I finished a whole bottle, so I keep bringing them back upstairs from downstairs, and I'll make multiple different bottles with one up here so that I can just give it a sample so that they can try. So if that's something that you can do, hand it out and let them try it. And I will actually say that a VIP customer of mine, she get to the point where she does parties and she doesn't know what to do with her host rewards. And so I just order a bunch of stuff that I know that she probably will like based off our relationship. And she just this week texted me, she's like, oh my gosh, I opened that bottle of spray stuff that you sent me that's been here for a while and I haven't used it. And it's incredible. Like, is it still available? She got that in freaking November. I had to even go back and look at what I had even sent her because I didn't remember. And so that was, again, trying it. My old assistant, she fell in love with the bathroom cleaner. She still orders it today. My cleaning lady at my old house, she joined Scentsy because she loved the bathroom cleaner and our cleaning products. So, and it was because she was at my house using them when she cleaned. So
I think that's a really huge fact. And I'm going to call Crystalina out because I want her to share her little ideas too, but I'm going to call her out too, because we were on Zoom with her earlier where she had this aha. Look how scared she is. Can we just look? Everyone find Crystalina on your squares. She is so nervous right now. What I'm about to say. Her husband's running for a student council position where they were voting for him. And I literally was on Zoom and witnessed, why didn't we have scent circles to hand out the polling things today? What? Why in the world? Okay, next year we've got to do this. And I want to challenge you, because I know there's probably a lot of you are kicking yourself of, man, did I miss that opportunity to fit Scentsy into my everyday life? So if you're unsure of when that can happen, look at your calendar, look at your schedule, mark down your routine of what you're doing for 7 days straight, go back and review it and ask yourself, how can I fit Scentsy into this moment, what I was doing? You will become more aware where it becomes a natural habit of, wiping when you pee or poo. I mean, it's natural. It's a habit, right? We're creating a habit. That's probably the worst habit I could have given y'all. But I'm trying to think of a natural habit that happens because it's just natural. That
I think really she just tries to shock you guys. I think she's just trying to see what reaction
it just comes out.
Like to make sure we're all paying attention is what she wants.
What's a habit y'all can think of that is like a habit, a good habit?
Oh, a good one.
Washing your hands. Yes. No, that's very important. Oh gosh.
Yeah, that's a better one.
Just Google what it is by not putting the lid down before you flush. Just everybody research that tonight. Gross.
Let's not.
So Brushing teeth, Desiree, brushing your hair, Stephanie. Yeah, see, these people know. It's creating those habits, right? It's being aware of what you're doing, and you really could have incorporated in a lot of opportunities that would have been very natural versus not natural, which you're worried of. Like everybody's worried about coming across salesy, or it's not. When you're sharing and loving a product and aware of the opportunities, you share it more naturally. So yeah, and Crystalina, we're gonna let you unmute and share after Melissa. Go ahead.
No, finish with Crystalina and then I'll go.
Okay.
What am I sharing?
Your PRV boosters real quick. Sorry.
Oh, the ones I just shared?
Wait, you sent me 3 in a message, so I just
What are you talking about? The bundles?
Yes, just quickly say what they were.
Oh my word. I don't even, they're, oh Lord. Okay, hold on.
She's still thinking about the scent circle. She's upset.
It really doesn't make sense until you see the breakdown. You know what I mean? Like,
well, we can post them on the monthly movement page.
And you can share your screen if you want to pop that open.
oh my word. No, it's okay. Okay, let's do that. Okay, hold on. Let me find it. My star director, Jessica Lucas, I don't even know if she's on. She should be on, but she actually came up with these and shared them with me. And she actually has a lot of fun coming up with this stuff. So she has the breakdown for every single thing, but let me just go here really quick.
I just have to say, while she's pulling that up, Danielle Harris, that is a great habit that we should all be in. Checking your workstation daily. I love that one.
Yes. Okay.
I'm going to throw out another analogy since y'all love them so much. Checking your workstation daily is almost like you bought 17 lottery tickets and you're not checking to see if the numbers are matching. So there's my analogy for that one.
I really thought you were going to say checking your workstation daily is just like changing your underwear daily. That's what I thought you were going to say.
Which is important, but Jody doesn't wear underwear, so that doesn't apply to her.
Perfect.
And she's not here to defend herself. What? You should have been here. I'm still recording.
I'm glad.
Okay, let me share really quick. So she came up with like this laundry love basket, and you can get obviously you can see there what you get for $30. But I think you have to have 6 people to commit to this.
Okay.
But that's how you would break. 8 people. I'm sorry, and that's how you would break it down in the workstation or in your party to get everything at that price. But she has a pamper basket. Let me see. She has a clean basket for $41. That's the breakdown for that. You just need 6 people for that one. I feel like, no, maybe not. I think I can find it and let you know, but she has a pamper basket. That's what you get for $41. She has the wall fan for $45 and 3 pods. I don't know what all this is. Oh gosh, maybe we should just take that.
Oh, I love that.
She might kill me. But yeah, there's a few of them that she came up with and they're so cool and they've helped her close her circles. So
I love it.
Yeah,
I love that.
I can put it wherever you guys need it, but yeah.
Yes.
Is that it?
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, Melissa, go ahead.
Okay, so I wanted to share something just while we were along the lines of giving samples of the bathroom cleaner or the counter cleaner or samples just in general. And I just wanted to call your attention to something. I have had much better success sharing my samples with my customers when I give them alternative uses for the products. For instance, counter clean. Just one of my customers called me today and said, I am so glad that you told me to clean my tennis shoes with that counter cleaner when you gave me that sample. She said, because now I'm hooked. That stuff cleans everything. And so it's actually made me kind of think about rebranding my sample information that goes with my samples to give people additional uses for our products or for our samples. Like, it's not just for counters. Use it here, 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 and here, because it's giving them more reasons to purchase it, more reasons to try it. And so I just wanted to, I've been thinking a lot about being more purposeful with my sampling. And so I just wanted to throw that out there and give our customers alternative uses for our products.
No, I think that's so important because, how many times have you seen people like cleaning their, I know it's not marketed for this. And so, be careful, but I know a lot of people that spray the counter clean like on the floor of their car where it gets really muddy and dirty and then they shampoo it. and it comes right out. My one friend, I don't know if I haven't tried this personally, but she was like, I spilled fingernail polish on my carpet and I immediately sprayed the counter clean on it and it got it out of my carpet. Like, it's just sometimes the weirdest things that people think of using their Scentsy stuff for. And if we don't tell them, then a lot of times people, I mean, when we were at Disney last week, I'm not going to tell you what it was last week before, they gave us a challenge and they're like, okay, we want you to do this with this. And it was the simplest, like it was the stupidest, simplest thing. And I just don't want to say it in case we use it somewhere else in a training. It was so simple, but 99% of us did not get it because it was that simple and straightforward. And that's the same thing with our customers. What was it?
Well, now you're making me be like, wait, what?
Remember when they gave us a word and they said to do something with it? Right at the very beginning?
It was so simple. I think we should do that on here.
I think we should too, but we gotta like give them some time to forget about this conversation, right? Yeah. But it's seriously those things. So when we give them more opportunities of how to use things and ways to use things, then it's when they see more value in the products that we're offering for them.
Yeah. And a very, very simple one that when she called me, I said, hey, not only your tennis shoes, but you know, if you're, because she's been a long time customer, are your warmer dishes gunky? Because I was like, spray some counter clean in those and let it sit for a little bit. And she's like, I never thought of that. That's the greatest thing. I mean, we know this stuff, right? But our customers get super hyped about other ideas because in their mind, it's counter cleaner that now can be used on tennis shoes. Oh, but now it can also be used to clean out warmer dishes. What else can I use it for? And so that's part of our job. Part of our job is to remind our customers that our products are multi-purpose.
I'm just going to go with this. And I mean, it's this time of year. I think we're all starting to get back outdoors. And so this is, you decide where you're at in your world. But I, a lot of times will take our products out to my car, my Scentsy Fresh. I'll take my counter clean. I'll take all my products, right, that I would use in my car. And I've done full, like a day in the life. And I go out and I clean my car and I show all the different ways that I use our products in my car. And then of course, you're going to finish it off. I've got my fan in there. I've got my with the pods, I've got my scent circles. I put a scent circle in the trunk or a scent pack in the trunk, right? Different ways that you can use our products. And it's just showing our customers that Scentsy fits in multiple areas.
Okay, y'all have got my brain going. And so here's what I would challenge. I am in the grandma phase. My son doesn't have a child or a girlfriend, but I'm at age where it would happen. So here's what I would do. Y'all just got me going. You post on Facebook, let me see the grossest car seat out of all my friends. Who has the nastiest car seat ever? Who has the nastiest pair of shoes ever? Wait for the replies. Then you message them all. Would you like a sample to get that clean and post the results? You could win a free bottle of counter clean. Whoever has the best results, right? Because it's in a private message. So I just had to share that because
I actually shared because I am a grandma.
She is a grandma. She's older.
It wasn't quite as great as Heather, but I was actually just on my stories. I had Meredith's car seat and I didn't want to take it all apart because those are such a pain to take all apart. So I vacuumed it all out. And then my favorite is Scentsy Fresh Odor Out. I love it. It's like my favorite. And I sprayed it. And my niece and a couple of other people were like, why have I never thought of using Scentsy Fresh on the car seat? If you don't have time to take it all apart and to scrub it down, they were just, I had several people, but I should have followed up with a sample and all of that. So now I'm going to make that mental note.
Yeah.
It's a quick refresh on the car seat game for sure.
Well, and I think it's a great reminder because I don't think if you're not using, I'm calling Kristalina out like she is the black sheep of the family. I mean, sorry, Kristalina. She says, I don't use diffusers. I said, girl, you need to try this oil. It's the starfruit and and Barbara just got it today. Whatever it is, I'll think of it. Starfruit and orange zest, I think it is. Girl, you need to start this. I'm telling you, there's this whole generation of people using diffusers. Just start using it. You're going to fall in love with it. Put it by the front door. It will make an impact when people are coming in. Whatever you're using, you'll talk about it naturally. It literally comes out. And I think, JP, you're an exact example of this. Like, people don't know what they don't know. So if you start using the products figuring out what it's great for. I think, is it Jaquita? I don't know how to say your name. I apologize. The counter clean kills ants. It's those little things those tidbits. If you find it works great on something, you've got to share it. If you're not bold enough going live, start with pictures. You will become great at going live because people are friends with you because they love you, not because of the flaws you're seeing in yourself. They don't see what you see, trust me. And so you will evolve, because I have. I used to hate public speaking. Now I don't even, I still get sweaty and I hate it, but I do it. But it's my point of you talk about what you use, sampling products, and exactly what JP is saying, Scentsy Fresh on certain products. If they're not relating to what Scentsy Fresh is, call it a fabric spray. Call it something they can relate to and use. Like Barbara came over there, she goes, I use it on my curtains and love it. So it's just about sharing, right? Not selling. So I just wanted to throw that out there as well. You're gonna get crickets for a minute while everybody thinks.
Well, no, I'm over here typing out the post as we speak.
Okay, great.
So I was like, let's see what we can do by the end of the shift. But okay, so do we feel like we've got 15 minutes left? There's a couple things. There's one more thing we wanted to talk about before
Yes.
that ended. Is there anything else around that topic of products and sharing and
Lenice, what a sample, looking for people to review your laundry part. Thank you for sharing that, Lenice. That is great.
Yes, post that on the recording of the monthly movement if you would like.
Oh, please do. That's great. Yes.
Oh.
Love that. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. So
Awesome.
okay, so the next thing that we want to talk about real quick, and I am not going to take full credit for this. Two of my Rockstar leaders did our Saturday call for us this last week, Melissa and Nicole, and they actually shared this resource. And so I'm going to share it with you because there's something big that we have coming up, but it's only going to be big if you take advantage of it and you do the things to make it that. So if you are not aware, I hope you are, Bring Back My Bar samplers are coming. So Bring Back My Bar samplers, we want to touch on that real quickly because it can be a huge game changer in your business, but it does take time, it does take effort, and it does take a little bit of investment. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a video from Morgan Kiefer. She's a fellow leader. And this is what Melissa and Nicole shared on our call. They talked about this video. And she teaches us Bring Back My Bar wickless mail training and how to afford the sampler for little to no cost. So I would that's a whole different training. I'm not going to dive into the details of that. I would just recommend that you go listen to Morgan, give her those views on her YouTube channel, and check that out. But Bring Back My Bar samplers are coming. Bring Back My Bars, if you are not aware, I hope you are, but we got Barbara on and she's new. And so I know that there's probably a few other of you guys. But this is the opportunity for you to get one of all of the 25 bars that are coming back in June. And so why is that important? Most of these fragrances, I mean, I'd love to show I'd love for you to like show a raise of hands, or you can put in the chat, like which one is your favorite, maybe that you're coming back for, or how many of you feel like I have not smelled 90% of those bars. I bet a lot of you have not smelled them because some of them are old. I feel like this time we do have some coming back that I haven't seen in a while. Some, not so much. I'm personally excited for Enchanted Mist, but you or your customers aren't going to know what those smell like unless you get them under their noses, right? And so that's why doing these samplers and getting them in advance is so super duper important. We understand that they're not the cheapest, right? It's $126. You do get full size bars of all 25 of those. But again, it's not the cheapest because it's $126. But you do get PRV back on those. So you can do the math based on where you are and your title for your wholesale volume, for your PRV volume. If you're going to hit monthly sales award this month and get 30% commission back instead, right? So there's all these different ways that it will be different for you as to why or what it's going to cost for you out of pocket. But the best thing that you can do is get those samples made and get them under your customers' noses. You could even host a Bring Back My Bar. What did I say? What did I do?
No, I'm sorry. My dog is in here squeaking the avocado.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last week, y'all know I was a hot mess if you were on. And so I'm like, this week, I'm like, what am I going to say or do wrong or stutter a word that's going to sound very awful or inappropriate? Because that's obviously what my life
Wiener
is.
Schnitzel.
Is that what I don't even know if I said that last
week.
No,
but it said wiener. You had wiener and something and I died laughing. I'm just going to say it.
Well, okay. That's what we did. Anyways, so the point is, find a way to make it happen for you. If you have local team members and you can get together and you can go in on the sampler together and you each get 1 cube and you make 25 samples of each fragrance, right? Or whatever it is that you can do to make that work in your budget, do it. Now we can't resell samples, so keep that in mind. You can't like resell them or anything like that. But the next part that comes into this that makes it super important, that makes this carry on, is really being aware and familiar with Scentsy Club. Because when your customers fall in love with these Bring Back My Bars, you want them to have the opportunity to add it to Scentsy Club so they can get those fragrances forever. I'll tell you, several of my Bring Back My Bars, Scentsy Club members are actually because of Bring Back My Bar and the Bring Back My Bars that they got the opportunity to smell and try and their favorites coming back. And so that is repeat PRV for you, whether even if it's every quarter, if they only want to set it up for, 3 times a year, every 3 months, that's repeating PRV for you that you would not have the opportunity of getting because those fragrances won't be available after June. So starting June 1st, those will be able to be added into Scentsy Club for both you and your customers. What would you like? Anybody have anything you want to add on that?
Yeah, I want to throw this out there really quick too. A lot of you may have joined after some of these fragrances have been introduced. Your customers could have been using Scentsy before you joined. I want you to remember that. So just because you don't know what they are doesn't mean your customers don't. Enchanted Mist was a profound fragrance when I joined of July of 2009 and simply irresistible. If you have people that love men's cologne, Simply Irresistible was the scent circle that was hanging in my car where my jealous husband at the time, I'm still married to him. He's not really jealous. Well, he was. He still is sometimes. He says to me, "Who's been in your car?" Because he smelled Simply Irresistible. It smells like a hot, sexy man, like a Baywatch lifeguard, like running slow on the beach. I might be getting too in depth, but Jason gets in my car before he even knew I joined Scentsy because I hid it from him because I was selling for all these other companies. I was selling for 2 at the time. I didn't dare tell him I joined a 3rd, and he got in my car. "Who's been in your car?" He thought I'd picked up some hot, sexy guy on the road riding in my car, and that was from Simply Irresistible. So if you have those customers that love men's cologne fragrances, I'm sorry, my dog is attacking toys. This is why I cannot even focus right now. That's what you want. Enchanted Mist has jasmine. Read the notes. Figure out what is so great in them that people tell you that they love. It's your job to know what the notes are so you can share with them and they fall in love with it. When they don't want to lose it after 30 days, 6 bars is not going to last them a year or 2 years. We don't want you to savor the flavor. I want you to enjoy it every month. So get 10% off, join the club, right? Be confident in what you're talking about. Get the sampler, share it with a couple of consultants. You won't get the PRV. Only one person get the PRV. But if you can't afford it, how many cubes are in a bar? I don't even know. 8?
9.
9, 8, I don't know, whatever. To find 8 friends is what the cost. I don't even know what to tell y'all, but find a way to get the sampler and make samples. Go ahead, Kristalina.
Oh, well, if you go to your news tab under the Bring Back My Bar news, whatever, there is a cheat sheet that they gave you. So it says if your customer likes Sunburst Bamboo, they might want to try Bamboo Yuzu. So type in your Sunburst Bamboo. Wait, is that right? Yeah, white amber cheek. Okay, so if white, yeah.
I've never heard of that scent, but I believe you.
I haven't either. That's
It
why I
was a scent of the month, you guys.
Yes.
Okay,
and
great.
It's amazing.
It's fabulous. It's on my desk. Yeah.
It's
Sorry.
so
Really? What does it smell
I
like?
don't feel like I've ever even heard of that.
It is so good. It's now in my Scentsy Club.
Describe it to me. Describe it. How would you sell it to me? If I'm a customer asking right now, what is Sunburst Bamboo?
It is very clean smelling with a hint of fresh cut grass, but not for anybody who doesn't like fresh cut grass. It's like you just opened the windows.
So it's for a person that likes to garden but not getting their hands dirty?
Yeah.
And likes clean fragrances.
But not clean because I don't like clean breeze or clothes. Like this is just like a fresh.
Like spring clean, like
a fresh rain?
No, it's not rain. It's not rain.
It's grassy.
It's a hint of fresh cut grass.
I'm allergic to grass, but is it
maybe if it's like, is it like clothes hanging on a clothesline?
No, not at all.
No, because it doesn't. It's not linen-y or
A
like
dew, a fresh dew or herb.
A
An
game
herb.
in our future. Is anyone else feeling a game? We have to describe the scent.
How about order the sampler and let's describe them?
Look how passionate we are, though. It's
Yes.
like I really want to be able to describe this to you so you can experience it through the computer. I mean, we are just passionate about what we do.
We are QVC.
Order bamboo yuzu, and it's supposed to remind you of Sunburst Bamboo. So they have a whole cheat sheet for this stuff. So, cheat.
Well, actually, what I loved about that is next to the root beer one that's coming back next month, all it says is, if you like the scent of root beer.
Oh.
So that's what's on the cheat sheet for that one. Pretty straightforward. It smells like root beer. So, I'm going to just tell you real quickly because, of course, I went and clicked on the one person that always has all the things. It's lush Sunburst Bamboo with crisp cucumber under a sheer canopy of peony, and it offers a tranquil escape.
I need it in my life.
Now, I am a cucumber fan because of the new scent.
The tranquil escape I got, I don't smell peony, but that maybe is what mixes with the cucumber to make it fresh, but it's amazing.
So
Also feel like we could do a full call of just reading the descriptions.
I feel like we could.
And smelling them and telling you what they are.
All right. Well, let's bring it back in. We'll say,
hold on. I feel like tonight's shift call is like SNL. I feel like tonight is like Saturday Night Live, like off the script. You never know what you're going to get.
It's true. It's like Ted Lasso. Y'all need to watch Ted Lasso, all of you. It's great. It has a whole new perspective on how I'm leading my team. You want to watch a good show with inspirational, watch Ted Lasso.
I said the same thing to Callie. I love Ted Lasso.
It's wonderful. Watch it.
His thought process. Okay, sorry. It's so
He's just a drop of sunshine.
He is a drop of sunshine.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to bring it back.
I was like, are we going to end it with Ted Lasso? Sure.
This is
we're not. I'm gonna bring it back for you. So here's the other thing you need to know about Bring Back My Bar. So you're gonna go to your workstation and you're gonna go to the reporting tab, and you are gonna also pull up in another screen that article that Christina was just talking about. And you are gonna go through and you can actually search by product name under the reporting tab, view sales report, and product history. And you can search different products. So you could search if your customers actually purchased those other bars. And you can say, guess what? We have a great Bring Back My Bar fragrance that's coming back. If you liked this, then you may like this one as well. And I've got samples for you. Would you like those? Right? So you can do that there. There's also the promotion follow-up report that you can use. And there's one for Bring Back My Bar leads. And that will go ahead and tell you who voted from your customer list, if any of them voted for a specific fragrance, and they need to be notified. There's the word that's coming back. So I will tell you, I voted only for lemon lavender, and it didn't come back. So yeah, Ross, me and you, girlfriend.
I don't know that I've smelled that actually. So yuzu, bamboo, whatever this is, I'm not sure.
Okay, so anything else on that?
No, I'm excited. We have 4 minutes. Oh, Chandra, and that's exactly why it's important to enter orders under the customer and not under yourself, so you can run the reports. No more shortcuts. It is so true, you guys.
Way to bring it back.
Well, sometimes I try to do that.
Well, we have to give that credit to Chandra. That wasn't all you, girlfriend.
It wasn't. I just repeated what she said. I was reading the prompter.
Oh, well, anything else, ladies?
Chandra, thank you. And Amy is at some sort of a game. Or Amy, show me where you're at. Are you a softball game, baseball game? Where are you at? I just want to see. Flip your camera around. Go team. I like to see where people are at when they're during the. It's black as night there. I hope they win. Hold on. Oh, go team. Amy, I think it's your children playing, and I'm excited for them to win. So cute. I love it. No, thank you guys so much for joining us. We know that you take the time out of your schedule, better your business, have fun, connect. It's not so serious. This business doesn't have to be. Just have some fun. Share the scents. That's really all it's about. And it's really that simple. It's not complicated. Don't overthink it. When your head starts getting in the way and talking you out of doing things, just go back to a fragrance, change your wax, put in oil in a diffuser that you've never tried before, even though you've been a consultant for 13 years. You might love a diffuser and buy it. You might get a air purifier today for the first time and wonder why it's red because you're breathing nasty air and it's cleaning it. I'm calling out Kristalina again because she says, why is my air purifier red? I said, because I'm surprised you're still alive. You can't breathe. It's red. It's because you're breathing bad air. So that's where we're at.
Well, now that Heather has called several of us out today for our bad habits.
I was sick. I'm sorry. I had to make up lost time. And Mama Bev is coming Sunday night.
All right. Well, you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining us.
Look at Kristalina. I am dying right now.